Erasmus Plus has just been fantastic. It is one of the best inventions of the EU. UK youngsters came and studied in the EU, and that means they come over, they make friends, they learn languages, they don't only study languages, they study all kinds of subjects. They then get jobs over here, they make friends. It is a way of learning about the world like no other. It's a fantastic programme, it is well funded, there's lots of advice, and it's vital that we try and remain a part of it.
What about in the event of a no-deal Brexit?
Oh, well, if Johnson takes us out on a no deal, if he loses patience and just walks away, then I don't know what would happen. Theresa May made a pledge a few years ago that she would honour, the UK government would honour, funding for Erasmus to the end of 2020 in the event of no deal. So we need to make sure that if no deal happens, Johnson honours her pledge. If it's a Conservative government pledge, we need to make sure that the Conservative government stands by its word, even if the leader's changed. But at the moment, it's not no deal. We're staying until the end of January. The transition period goes to the end of 2020. So if you're a student and you have a placement, you should assume that all will go ahead.
And just finally, on the topic of Erasmus, talk to me about the implications and which group of people will fill those implications. Is it you, is it me, or is it on a certain group of people whose futures are sort of risking at the moment?
This is one of the worst things about Brexit, that the young people of the UK are going to lose the opportunity to work and travel under the Erasmus scheme. Thousands of UK youngsters have come to Europe and worked and lived. Just thousands. Since I've been involved in this and talking about Erasmus, I have actually been amazed at the number of people I meet who came to Europe for 3 or 6 months as part of the Erasmus scheme. It's been going for years and years, and it's had a huge influence on people in the UK. And now our youngsters are going to lose that opportunity, and that is a crying shame. And we're talking about students here. Of course, within the EU, the Erasmus scheme is opening up, and they're now offering placements to apprentices. And just as that door is opening, and our apprentices could go and work in other countries, and they would get language support in other countries, they could work for a year as an apprentice in another part of the EU, just as that opportunity becomes available, the UK government is taking it away. Makes you want to weep. We all are responsible for holding the government to account, and that is every one of us, every one of us. We all need to keep an eye on the government. We need to write to our MPs. We need to tell them that staying part of the Erasmus programme, if it can be part of the future relationship, is critical. We need them to be pushing and to include, to think about the future of our youngsters when they're negotiating everything else. There are many things which seem to be being forgotten by the current government, which nobody is hearing discussed. And I've never heard Boris Johnson say the word Erasmus in any meaningful context. But we need to make sure that he and Dominic Cummings realise and remember how important it is. And we can all help with that. In some ways, what you write to Johnson will have more effect than what I do, because he knows what I think already. So I am banging the same drum. But we need all youngsters who hoped to benefit from it to write to Boris Johnson and tell them why the Erasmus scheme is important.